You talked today about the free trade, and what countries would you like to get into now?
Oh,
Still always working at it?
The good news is under GATT, the old General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, before the World Trade Organization, industrial goods got pretty free, and that really had the benefit of benefiting the developed societies like Europe, North America. They really benefited out of that. The special exception was agriculture. Now, the Uruguay ground, which is the last one under GATT, they brought agricultural in, but it hasn't got very far. And my shot at the the common agricultural policy, the economic lunacy, as the Economist magazine says.
Yeah.
The cost to the average family in Britain of more than Maggie Thatcher's poll tax. Well, they had riots over the poll tax, but there's no riot over the agricultural policy.
Yeah.
And yet it's costing them more. But, as I said, you've got the benefits are very highly focused. That's a few farmers. The payers are widely spread.
Yeah.
And even though it was put in place to make Europe self-sufficient in food, well, that was achieved about 1970. And then now you've got this laches that you've built in such an ingrown bureaucracy.
Yeah.
And it's self-perpetuating. And that's what that video, which was produced by Radio Holland, sadly a few years ago, but there's been nothing better since. And mind you, not a lot has changed since either. The amount of money being spent has actually gone up slightly. It's now only 42% of the EU budget, instead of about 60-odd%. So that means the budget's gone up, but the one hasn't. So free trade in agriculture benefits the consumer and benefits the efficient producer. So the number one, benefits the consumer, benefits the taxpayer who's paying the subsidies, benefits the efficient producer, and that's New Zealand. The disadvantage is probably the inefficient producer, in other words, the subsidised farmer. But it's interesting in an advanced societies in, like UK, their farmers' union, they reckon they could do without it. And Sweden, we got the same reaction. The French are the main ones that seem to think they need it, and it's really the industrial sector supporting the farmers, whereas whereas New Zealand is really quite different. We haven't got anybody to subsidise the farmers. We haven't got an industrial base big enough. But you might just think about the comment. New Zealand would be the only country with a Western standard of living based on unsubsidised agriculture.
Yeah.
So you think about it. Australia's really a lot of its mineral resources. Yes, they've got quite a bit, but where our foundation is still unsubsidised agriculture and very efficient.
I'm proud of it.
Oh, too right, yes. And I'm proud of it, and I make that point. And as I say, if you're going to be number one in the world, you need a customer with the most, need a market with the most demanding customer. Well, that's what New Zealand's about.